Hi everyone, once again welcome back to the Tactical Dugout brought to you by Technosport. This is a really favorite segment for mine, and I'm going to cover two people who have probably done the best in the last week or so of the IPL. The first one that I'm going to talk about is Akeal Hosein. When you talk about finger spin, it's kind of a very debatable art at this point of time in T20 cricket. A lot of people look at matchups. When you talk about left arm spin, they utilize them largely out of the power play to the right-handed batters. But what sets Akeal Hosein apart? He got Tilak Verma out. That's of course with a little bit of help in the pitch. But you don't see a lot of left-arm spinners bowling inside the power play. We've got Krunal Pandya who does that in the RCB team. But you don't have a lot of left-arm spinners operating within the power play. What sets Akeal Hosein apart? I just want to take you through it. We had Ravindra Jadeja who played for CSK for such a long time, now playing currently with Rajasthan Royals. But there are certain skill sets and tools a spinner needs to possess if they have to bowl inside the power play. And that's what sets Akeal Hosein apart. And I'm going to talk about his legendary arm ball, which really swings late, which gives the batsman the doubt in his head whether the ball's going to beat him on the inside edge or on the outside edge. A typical example of how he got Quinton de Kock out and then Naman Dheer with the one that's straight in. So let's see how he gets that going. Jadeja, after having played for such a long time, still doesn't possess this delivery. It's the arm ball. It's not the one that's got the natural variation. When you talk about natural variation, you bowl a ball that spins and then you've got the ball that goes on with the arm. That's natural variation. But to swing the ball in the air is a completely different kettle of fish, and that's a proper old-fashioned arm ball that Bishan Singh Bedi would be proud of. Let's take a look at how that goes. When you bowl the ball that spins, it's got to come out like that. It's going to come out like that. Whereas with the arm ball, you're using the index finger to push it straight like how a seamer would do. Just push the ball through and the ball swings in. As you can see, the seam pointing towards the short fine leg when you're bowling to a right-hander. If you look at this ball, Akeal Hosein would grip it like any other left-arm spinner does. But then at the last minute, he will push it. Now you saw the one that's come in, right? The ball's come in into the right-hander. He can go on the back foot, look to cut it and get caught. And he now knows he can get defeated on the leg side, on the inside half of the blade. Not on the leg side, the inside half of the blade. Now when he gets the ball to spin, which is what he got Naman Dheer with, it is going to create that variation. With the ball, new ball swinging back in and also getting the overspin or the side spin going, he's got the variation to get away with 6 to 12 balls inside the power play. He gets a wicket, then he's going to go on for a much longer time and give you the 3 overs within the power play. Now we saw what the bowler is doing from what Akeal Hosein did, but let's take a look at what it's doing from the batter's end. There are two deliveries here, and assuming this one's the arm ball, look at the seam. This one's the arm ball and this one's the one that's straight. The distance between these two balls is not massive. As Naman Dheer is batting, he's seen the ball flatter, the trajectory is like that. It's far away, it's wider than off stump. Now I have an easy boundary. All the fielders on the offside are up. I'm going to go back and cut that one that's pitched and comes straight back, making him play with a straight bat rather than a horizontal bat. He's done that twice. He's gone to cut it and found the fielder. And the next one, as Naman Dheer is batting, it's gone up above his eye line and the ball's landed there. He thinks that's a free hit. The previous ball has come in with the angle, it's come in with the arm, it's come towards me. So this one might be coming back at me. Let me play it over mid-on. That ball's pitched and gripped and hit the top of middle and off, just like the other batter got beaten some time ago. This one spun a lot more, but that one just straightened enough to hit the top of middle and off, right? And why I'm bringing this about is a bowler delivering a certain ball. What does it do to the batter on the other side? A similar one with Quinton de Kock. He goes around the stumps. The line is here. He bowls an arm ball. Quinton has played him several times. He said, okay, that's ball gone. That ball's going to pitch there and go across me. And he swept one and hit him behind square for a 6. Right now, what does Quinton know is that this ball's going away, wherein he again slows the ball down to Quinton, which is what's creating all the doubt with respect to Akeal Hosein. He's a fantastic operator within the power play. He is a left-arm spinner who needs to be operated within the power play to get the best desired result from him. At the moment, in pair with Noor Ahmed, he is doing a wonderful job for CSK. When you pair both of them up, CSK also look a different team. A left-arm spinner bowling inside the power play, having these tools is incredibly critical. Jadeja has played IPL since its inception and still doesn't possess the arm ball, which is what makes Akeal Hosein extremely difficult and different. The next player is my favorite player and is also the Technosport game changer of the day or the week. It's Sai Sudharsan. When we talk about Sai Sudharsan, right, the one thing that's striking and glaring for me is the areas where he chooses to score against bowlers. It's not conventional. Let's match him up against. This is not a comparison between Abhishek Sharma and Sai Sudharsan. Neither is it a comparison with Vaibhav Suryavanshi or Ayush Matre. But Sai Sudharsan is conventional, is different, and yet so successful in the T20 format. Let me tell you why. If you take a look at Abhishek Sharma, I will show you the technique and the way he set up against bowlers. But before that, Abhishek Sharma chooses to hit the ball down the ground and through the cover region. Whereas Sai Sudharsan chooses to hit the ball square of the wicket on third man, point, through extra cover, through sweeper cover, through square leg, playing a scoop shot over fine leg, hits it over wide mid wicket. And let's see why that happens. When I say set up, follow where my bat is with respect to Abhishek Sharma. When you see Abhishek Sharma stand, he's standing there with the bat held up here. This is the top of where he's set up. From here on, if you look at the next screenshot, Abhishek Sharma raises his bat further, and this is the top of the bat swing for Abhishek Sharma. When this is the top of the bat swing, he can certainly adjust wherever the ball is pitching and then decide the stroke that he has to play, which is why he set up early here and pushes his bat upwards and then chooses to play the shot according to what the bowler has bowled. He picks it up, that's the top of the bat swing. If it's short, he chooses to go through mid wicket or square leg. If it's up and he's got the time, he's choosing to hit it down the ground. If the line is wide, he chooses to hit it over extra cover. And this is exactly why he's got the time to step out and also access the offside against fast bowlers. But look at Sai Sudharsan. In exact comparison, the starting point for Sai Sudharsan is very, very old-fashioned. It's the way Jeffrey Boycott used to bat. It's the way Sunil Gavaskar used to bat. He puts the bat on the floor and his head is also moved across. In the case of Abhishek Sharma, he is here. The head is nicely aligned in terms of the front shoulder. He is ready to receive the ball. With Sai Sudharsan, he is here. His receiving position, his head is already fallen. It's not in line with the foot. It's away from here. So now what happens with Sai Sudharsan is quite intriguing. If you saw what happened in England in the test matches, he gets across and then flips the ball there because he doesn't have very many options. Now, if Sai Sudharsan places his bat, his head needs to come back to this position, for which his bat needs to go up for it to come here. But for Sai Sudharsan, he picks up the bat here, enabling the drag of his head further towards the offside. But this is amazing, right? He goes across, his technique is slightly flawed, and recently there was a tweet by W.V. Raman that he needs to work on his front foot game. Why can't he get forward like how Abhishek Sharma does? Is because his bat's down and the bowler has bowled the ball, which is when Sai Sudharsan decides what shot must be played. And that's where the exact difference is. If the ball's quick, he doesn't have the time to charge it down the ground. He chooses to pick up the bat, drops it there and goes for a single, which is exactly what Abhishek Sharma would never do, because he's in great positions to hit the ball. And what does Sai Sudharsan do to cover these small drawbacks that he might have is to play shots that Abhishek Sharma wouldn't. He goes across, plays the lap sweep such that he takes the bowler from this length and line. Anything that's fuller, anything that's straighter, Sai does not have the range to go down the ground. He might just bunt that ball down the ground for a 4, which is why the field placement for Sai Sudharsan needs to be slightly different. The mid wicket comes straight, mid on right behind the bowler, mid off right behind the bowler, extra cover comes straight, get the ball in these areas, force Sai Sudharsan to hit down the ground, which is when bowlers will get the value for what they do against Sai Sudharsan. The fine leg cannot be up because he will choose to play that shot and put the bowler off his length and line. The third man also needs to be back because that's where he peppers the bowlers. 2 fielders outside the circle needs to be the convention fine leg and the third man. Get your field straight, bowl straighter lines, otherwise he's playing with the way the bowlers are going after him. He's also choosing to do another thing, which is to charge forward, to change the length and push the bowlers to a shorter length. At the moment, Sai Sudharsan has a clear understanding of what his strengths are and has a clear understanding of what he needs to get the bowlers to do to him for him to be able to score runs. This is not something that's ordinary, it is extraordinary, playing within your limitations yet maximizing your strengths. It's quite incredible what Sai Sudharsan is doing. Bowlers are still finding ways to keep him quiet despite the fact that there are glaring areas which he doesn't choose to access. I'll show you what happens in a small demo. I'm going to stand here for Abhishek Sharma and show you why it's easier. This is Abhishek Sharma, bat is up here, he moves early, chooses to hit the ball. He can't do that. With Sai Sudharsan, his bat is down. Now the bat needs to be picked up for him to be able to access anything. And that's why You see him moving and blocking that for a single. For him to be able to hit the ball down the ground, he needs to pick the ball up, bat up early and then be able to hit it down the ground. This is a difference between two players who are playing for the same spot, probably opening the innings for India, but having very contrasting methods of scoring runs. This also signifies why Sai Sudharsan is very consistent, while Abhishek Sharma is extremely entertaining and match winning within the power play. And that's a wrap on this episode of the Tactical Dugout, brought to you by Technosport.